two continued walking, following the trail, absent-mindedly talking about whatever came to mind. Then Jess paused. She noticed something toward the edge of her vision. She looked harder, then quickly took her rifle off her shoulder and aimed at the thing. Frank heard her gasp and her breath quicken, and turned, readying his rifle as well. Jess, what's up? You see the deer? No, Frank, it's back. Jess centered her aim on a buck, twice as large as normal. Its eyes afire. It's fucking back, Frank. Goddamn demon is back. Jess's voice is calm, feeling safer with Frank and more confident in her abilities. Frank aimed his rifle at the thing. Damn it, your call. What should we do? Jess was silent. She wanted so badly to shoot at the thing, to kill it just as she had before. As she had been, she had already killed it and had come back to life. Who's to say that if she were to kill it again, that it wouldn't just come after her again? Jess, come on, talk to me. It wasn't moving, only staring. Jess, you want to shoot it or not? Jess remembered that day, the pain she endured, her leg that took over a month to fully heal, the nightmare she endured for twice as long. Jess lowered her aim but didn't break eye contact with the creature. No, lower your gun. Frank looked at her confused. Are you sure? What if it comes at us? It won't. If it wanted us dead, it would have attacked already. It wouldn't have let us see it. It's only watching us. Jess paused and remembered what had antagonized the creature in the first place. It only attacked me when I shot at it first. Before then, it was only following me. It could have been waiting for a good time to attack, Frank said, a mix between confused and concerned at Jess's actions. It could be doing the same thing right now. That's a possibility, but not a likely one. Like I said, it wouldn't have let us see it. Jess put her rifle back over her shoulder and signaled Frank to do the same. Let's just keep going after our animal, and just keep an eye on that thing in the process. The two watched as the fire in the creature's eye was snuffed out. It then turned and walked away from them. Frank let out a relieved sigh. Good call, Jess. If I were out here alone, I definitely wouldn't have passed that shot up. Let's get going. The two managed to find the herd of the deer that left the track, managing to score 2 kills, enough food for a month. It was around this time that Jess brought up the idea of starting a family. However, both agreed that teaching their kids in an environment that had such a dangerous and unpredictable creature was not a wise idea. Even if the creature seemed peaceful and less provoked, it was a risk they were not willing to take. It was at the end of summer. The arrangements were made. They packed their belongings and left their old home behind. They started their journey to a new point in their life, on the other side of the country, far from the horror of the past. They were able to sell their old land and house, both of which were still in exceptionally good condition. The new plot of land lay no more than a few miles out of a small town, one with good schooling and safety, one perfect for a family that should no longer subsist off the land exclusively. Their new house was much larger than their old one. 2 stories and 3 bedrooms. Perfect for the ideal family. Several years had passed since the day that left Jess with a new scar, one with a far more interesting story than the one left by the bear. Everyone she told it to always brushed it off as a ghost story, but that excuse could never explain the scar. Jess and Frank now had a steady family, 2 kids, their son Caden and their daughter Andrea, just as Jess had seen all those years ago. Her and Frank had jobs inside the town they called home and were able to make a good amount of money on hunting. Caden was now old enough to begin hunting himself, with help from his parents, of course. It was the night before they were supposed to bring him out to teach the basics, hopefully getting him a kill. Frank had already gone to bed, and Jess was readying herself in the bathroom. She then walked out, seeing Frank already asleep. She smiled to herself. Her life was good, and she couldn't have been happier. She walked over to the window, looked down at the tree line that lay a few yards away. She then saw something in the darkness. Her blood ran cold. Her eyes widened. At the edge of the woods stood a buck, twice as large as normal, dim embers burning in its eyes.